And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the San Francisco Giants. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singy, this might be my favorite ballpark in the game.
Just looking out over the bay, seeing the boats in the water. Beautiful ballpark, a great atmosphere. Don't get it twisted. San Francisco Giants fans, bring it.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Robbie Ray.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. We'll elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lee in position. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers. So we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing. Otherwise, you'll be really frustrated after this one.
Kyle Manzardo stands in now and watches strike one. Fastball is outside. One out, base is empty. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Lee under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there are two outs.
Batting third baseman.
Two down,
Jose
base is empty.
Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Let's go, Robbie.
Fastball for a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules?
2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then
and he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Guardians fail to score. And now we'll see what the Giants can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Oracle Park. And on the mound today, Slade Ciccone. How about a scouting report on him?
well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Yeah, that's fouled off. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound. Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Willie Adames stands in. The shortstop takes the ball. Lee gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. Here's the pitch to Adames. And that one misses up and in. 2-1. And that one off the outside edge. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He makes the grab. One down.
Batting third, designated hitter.
Here's the Giants lineup.
Devers.
Here's Rafael Devers.
Let's go, Rafael.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count. Get the guy in the box on his heels and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And here is Matt Chapman. And that one clips the corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit him.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Naylor down to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. One left for San Francisco. Scoreless after one. Back here in San Francisco, and now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana.
Let's go, Giants. Come on,
Ray back to work. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. McRae makes a nice grab at a full sprint.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Here's Lane Thomas now. This one in the air, right field, Yastrzemski. And there's two away.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Angel
So in now for
Martinez.
Cleveland, Angel Martinez.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first two innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 out, space is empty.
That's high. That's a ball.
Up the middle. Sends it to first. That ends the frame. So they make short work of him there. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. Bottom of the second.
Leading
And
off
digging in
for
for
the
San
Giants,
Francisco, Lamont
first
Wade
baseman,
Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Quan makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 6th, second
Tyler
baseman,
Fitzgerald
Tyler
will hit next. This guy can
Fitzgerald.
absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball.
All right, Tyler, let's go.
Backed off the
Ball.
plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Next offering
that's
is
a ball.
down low. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like the pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever. Delicious.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Center field. Thomas makes the catch, and that'll do it. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Well, here we go, top
Leading
of the
off for the
3rd,
Guardians,
scoreless game.
right
And here
fielder,
is Jhonkensy Noel. Ray
Ball.
measures 6 feet 2 inches,
1 ball, no
33
strikes.
years old, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Swing and a miss as he was out front
1
that
ball, 2
time.
strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and 1 gone.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Foul ball there. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Going, gone. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Brian Rocchio,
No,
the next to hit, takes outside.
Here. 1-1.
Way
Strike 2.
out front for strike 2.
This guy's
1 and
got
2,
such a
count.
good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a ball popped in the
Foul
air.
ball.
Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Wade makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Late swing, foul to the left. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. As we go to the last of the third. Now at the plate, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. That one laced to center and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So up next, Grant McCray. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. In the air, left field. One away.
Now batting, center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. That's inside.
That's a ball.
1-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Runner on the go down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Yastrzemski leads off first with one away. Almost got him. On the ground, right side. Fires to second for one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Guardians 1 and the Giants nothing. And we're back. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Kyle Manzardo. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And Cleveland on top 1-0. That one outside. And that's ball 1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 1-1.
2-1.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is
3-1.
outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, when you fall behind in the count,
Up
you've got to
next for
come into the
Cleveland,
zone, and
first
then guys
baseman,
have a better
Carlos
chance of hitting the
Santana.
ball hard like he did right there.
Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Fly to left his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Get the double play.
And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Strike him out.
The 0-2. And the slider just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. They're waving Ramirez home.
He was all over that one. Pretty
Now
much
batting,
just a
the
textbook
center
double
fielder,
into the gap.
James
And when
Thomas.
you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
One out, runner at second. Here's Lane Thomas. Flied to right his first time. Just missed.
Ball.
Runner at second here, one gone. And a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch
Oh.
misses outside, and it's 2-1. Pulls that one foul. Man at second.
That's a ball. Full count.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Bailey puts it away, and there are 2 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Martinez stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And there's a ball.
Ball.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early
2-1.
lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And
That's
that's
a ball.
way high. And now 3-1. Jhonkensy Noel on deck for the Guardians. The 3-1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Runner at second, 2 down. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder, John Kenzie Noel. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There's a strike.
0 and 1.
And strike 2.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Carlos Santana, so smooth for the Guardians. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chubby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Willie Adames. That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
Well, these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Thomas pulls it down, and there's one away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Devers at the plate and takes high there. The Giants trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Hit in the air, center field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman.
And here is Matt Chapman. 0 for 1 so far. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here at Oracle Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Ray back to work. Inside, just missed. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Berg, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Here's a 2-1. Hit in the air out to center field. Lee hauls it in for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here's Brian Rocchio. 0 for 1 with a fly out. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And there's a foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering
2-0.
way off the plate. That one pushed to the left and foul. Fouled off left side.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2 outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a breaking ball misses outside.
We got a full count.
The other way. Nice grab. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 2 and the Giants nothing. Back here in San Francisco, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr.
Bounce to Santana. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And up next for the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And there's the strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fly ball to right. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Giants.
Now a chance for Patrick Bailey. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
This one smoked out to left. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Sean Jelly takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Sean Jelly.
Kyle Manzardo digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one.
Manzardo.
That one not close. And that is ball 1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. And now 2-0. And downstairs. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Jose Ramirez.
Man at first. Next to hit, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Cut on and miss. Throw, and they got him.
Such a quick and fast swing of emotions right there. You get the runner on with the walk, which is great, but then picks a bad pitch to go on, and you just erase the free pass that you were issued. I understand you want to be aggressive, you want to try to get in the scoring position, but you just have to be a little smarter there.
That one out to right. Yastrzemski snags it, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana, the next to hit.
All right, San Francisco.
Just
No, that's
missed. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. It's the Guardians 2 and the Giants nothing. Well, we go bottom
Leading
six.
off
Here comes
for the
Mike
Giants,
Yastrzemski to the
Right
plate.
fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike
No,
Yastrzemski,
that missed.
originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Just
Nope,
missed.
ball. 2-1.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. 2-2 now. Stays alive.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And that
Full
skips
count.
in the dirt.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
On a bounce right side. Handles, throws to first. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, left fielder, Grant McCray.
Here's a speed threat. Grant McCray. Fly to left his first time. McCray,
Oh, yeah.
24 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
High fly ball down the left field line. He's got it. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an
Now batting,
outfielder. Got to put it
center
into
fielder,
his
Joe
highest gear and go a long
Lee.
way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Lee in the box again. Takes a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Foul ball. The Guardians trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the sixth. Caught and missed. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Giants go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0.
Now pitching for
So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill,
number
Landon Root.
65.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Lane Thomas
Leading
will
off
make
for
his way to the
Cleveland,
plate.
Center fielder, Lane Thomas.
That clips the corner.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
And that's
Ball.
off the inside edge. Now 1-2. On the ground, right side, Fitzgerald. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for Cleveland, second baseman, Angel Martinez.
And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. He's 0 for 1.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. That one
One ball,
way
one strike.
inside.
Ah, 2. 1-2.
1-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole
Now
field. He was out in
batting,
front
right
there. Just
fielder,
needs to let the
John
ball travel a little
Noel.
more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, John Noel. And that drops in for a strike. Just
That's the
missed.
ball. That's down. Ah, 2. 1-2.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Seems like he got exactly
Up
what he
next
was
for
looking for
Cleveland,
right there.
catcher,
Loud
Tony
contact
Noel.
leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Fought off foul.
Come on, punch him out.
Struck him out looking. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Guardians 2 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Willie Adames.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
That one is absolutely belted. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Wastes no time there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Devers now. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. In the dirt, blocked. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hard the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Hunter Gaddis up and loosening in the pen. Heron, the power lefty, up as well. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The tying run at the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball to the right side. Santana with the throw to first. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Slade Ciccone out of the game, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for
Hunter
Cleveland.
Gaddis taking over on the mound.
33.
Well, with a runner at third and less than
Hunter
2
Gaddis.
outs, he's coming in looking for strikeouts right here. Balls put in play, give him a good chance at bringing home that run.
Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
Look out!
Take your base.
And it hit him.
Oh, he didn't miss by much right there, but it was just
Now
enough to flip
batting.
him on the way in.
First base.
So here's Wade now. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Slider clips the zone. This one in the air. Ramirez under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs.
Now
That is an
batting.
excellent pace.
Second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
There's the strike. Adames on third. Chapman on at first with 2 down. And that's a little bit high. And now it's even 1-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Giants leave a couple, and they're down 2-0.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Giants.
and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
68.
Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just
Eric
filthy,
Miller.
man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Stepping up for the
Leading off
Guardians,
for the Guardians,
Brian Rocchio,
shortstop,
a switch
Brian
hitter
Rocchio.
batting right. And that
Ball,
misses. 1-0. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
1 and 2's the count.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Now batting, left fielder
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 0 for 3 in this one. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And first offering is fouled off. Just off the inside edge. Activity in the bullpen. Tyler Rogers appears to be getting loose. One down, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. The Guardians go down in order. They're up 2-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Cleveland.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
36.
bottom of the 8th. Cade Smith.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
For the Giants,
Patrick Bailey
catcher,
now at the plate.
Patrick Bailey.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Santana hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
All over that one right there. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Really important at bat coming up now.
Grant McCray, the next Giant to hit. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
Tying run at the plate. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. He'll score, and now they trail by 1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 3. And that is out of play.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Runner!
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Willie Adames will hit next. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
That one off the mark, and that's ball 1. And that's down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
So the tying run at second, and a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Little chopper rolls foul.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Goes down looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler
Now
Rogers.
pitching for the Giants, number 71, Tyler Rogers.
Well, welcome to 24 Willie Mays Plaza, the home of the Giants and Oracle Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the San Francisco Giants. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. Singy, this might be my favorite ballpark in the game.
Just looking out over the bay, seeing the boats in the water. Beautiful ballpark, a great atmosphere. Don't get it twisted. San Francisco Giants fans, bring it.
First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go? So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Edge of the zone, called a strike. And we are underway.
0-1.
Oh, that got away
Check
from
the
him.
base.
And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
Let's go, Robbie.
And a foul ball. Ray, a former Cy Young Award winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Now snap throw to first.
Too late.
Kwan
He's in there.
back in on a dive. Swing and a ground ball. Makes a sliding stop. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just so impressed with the movement on that plate. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Jose Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Man at first, one away. Ball one there.
All right, San Francisco.
On the inside corner for a strike. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Manzardo, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Carlos Santana digs in for the Guardians. Yeah, that's fouled off. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runners at first and second with one gone. Sets him down looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Here comes Lane Thomas. Late with the swing there.
It's 0-1.
That's off the mark, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Fouled off down the right side. Hit on the ground to short. Plays the play, not in time. He's safe. It's 2-0.
Well, some errors hurt way more than others, right? I mean, 2 runs come in right there, so definitely a tough one to get over, and that could have been a very different result if they make the play cleanly.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. This one in the air. Chapman squeezes it, and that is that. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Guardians 2 and the Giants coming up. And we're back. And today on the hill, Slade Ciccone.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Off balance throw in time. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
That one lifted to left. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there.
Third,
That's a ball that a lot of
designated
times you'll see the
hitter,
shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if
Devers.
it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
And here is Devers. This one lifted in the air, left field. Quan settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's two away.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Matt
Chapman up to the plate now. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Fastball for a strike.
And I think that skill set
0-1.
really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering is downstairs. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike three. So the Giants leave one. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Oracle
Leading
Park,
off for
and
Cleveland,
now John
right
Kenzie
fielder,
Noel.
John Kenzie Noel.
Go back to Cleveland.
Ray back to work. Pitch misses.
1-0.
Ball one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. One away.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a
Batting
hitter like
eighth,
this, known for
catcher,
using
Bo
the
Miller.
entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now Bo Naylor. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting ninth, shortstop,
Here's Brian Rocchio.
Brian Rocchio.
That one's in there, and that is strike one. Two outs. Swinging a foul straight back. Good eye in that
That's a
spot.
ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
1-2.
That one
2-2.
missed. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom half of inning
Leading
number
off
2.
for the
Here's
Giants,
Lamont Wade Jr.
First baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
First pitch
That's the
doesn't
ball.
find the zone. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking
1 and
ball.
1.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That clips the zone, and it's 1-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. In the air on the infield, Santana. And there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Go, Tyler.
Tyler Fitzgerald
that missed.
in the
That's
box
a ball.
now as he leaves that one up high.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1. That's towards center. Thomas should have this one. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting 7th, catcher.
Now it's going to be
Bailey.
Patrick Bailey. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's, oh, this one high and deep, way back there. That one is gone. A solo shot. It's 2-1.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's going to be Mike Yastrzemski. No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And we're level. It's 2-2.
That's a game changer right there. A big-time swing, and we're all tied up. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And up next for San Francisco, Grant McCray. That catches the corner.
No balls. 1 strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 out, space is empty. That one ran
ball, 2
inside,
strikes.
almost got him. That one in the dirt.
That's a ball.
2-2. And that's too high.
Ball.
Whew, I thought he'd bite right there.
Full count.
3-2 now. He goes down looking. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in San Francisco, now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Kwan, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Oh, look at the stop. Jump throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
And here is Kyle Manzardo. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Let's go, Giants!
2-0.
This one in the dirt. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Fastball for a strike at 95. Kwan leads off second with nobody out. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Inside.
That's inside.
Ball
That's a ball.
1. Swing and a foul out of play. Outside low. 2-1. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And he can't come up with it. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And that's off the outside edge. 1-2 to count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's Lane Thomas. Reached on an infield single his first time. Ball one, no strikes. Two on, 2 outs.
Outside. That's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Popped up. Bailey has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. Guardians strand a couple. Score remains 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
And that one pulled foul. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. Headed towards the corner. Lays out for it, but it's a foul ball. One of the other aspects of Jung-Hoo Lee's bio, he was actually drafted as a shortstop, now an outfielder, but he grew up right-handed, and his dad was the one that made him switch hit. Mentioned Lee's dad, Jung Bum Lee. He was a legend over in both the KBO and in Japan. These two are the only father-son combo to have played in the World Baseball Classic. That's kind of cool. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Willie Adames stands in. Right through there for a strike. That's too low. And the count is 1-1. That one at the knees for a strike.
A 1-2 count.
1-2.
All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
Foul ball.
Adames stands at first with 1 out. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. That missed by a lot. Going to count 1-2. And a curve is down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now moves to first. And he's back in on a dive. That just
missed. That's the
misses,
ball.
and it's 3-2. Tied
Full
up here
count.
in the early going. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And ball four
That's it.
to a
Ball
board.
four.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really
Now
close
batting,
pitches, and
third
somehow
baseman,
Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right
Chapman.
now, I couldn't have done it.
Now it's Matt Chapman. Struck out swinging his first time. In the air, right field. 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. First time up was a pop out. Ball one and a pitch inside.
He's great hitting
One
the ball
ball,
the
no
other
strike.
way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And another
that's
ball.
it.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. Tyler Fitzgerald in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next pitch in for a strike, and now 3-1.
3-1.
And that clips the inside corner.
Count is full.
And they're all
Take
loaded
your
up.
base.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2. 2 outs, bases are full. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Angel Martinez.
Come on, Giants.
That one fouled off.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count,
1-1.
and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Bailey puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And up next for Cleveland, Jhonkensy Noel. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. And there's a foul ball.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And he deals. Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Fastball for a strike. Noel at first, one gone.
Finish him.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Stepping in is the
Now
switch
batting,
hitting shortstop, Brian
Brian
Rocchio.
Rocchio.
His first at bat was a strikeout. The shortstop takes the ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's a little bit high. 3-1. Stephen Kwan
3-1.
in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The 3-1. So now 2
That's
on
low. Ball 4.
and 2
Take your
outs.
base.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed
Now
and
batting,
walked the
left
hitter.
fielder,
Man, you got to challenge the
Stephen
guy
Kwan.
with the fastball.
So the batting order turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And that one fouled off. And that one fouled off. And ball
1 ball,
1.
2 strikes.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
2 outs. To third, a sliding stop. The throw, got him. Nice play, and that may have saved a run. We go to the bottom of the 4th. All even, 2 apiece. Bottom 4, and
Leading
now the
off
switch hitting
for the
catcher,
Giants.
Patrick Bailey.
Catcher Patrick Bailey.
Ground ball right side. Santana throws to first
Got him.
in time. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch,
Nope,
just
ball.
misses.
1-0.
Just
Ball.
missed.
2-0.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed some really nice patience in
Now
that at bat.
batting,
Worked himself
left
into a
fielder,
good count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
One down. And digging in for San Francisco, Grant McCray struck out looking his first time. Sliced hard but foul. Late swing, foul to the left. swing and a ball popped up. Rocchio under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And
That's
the pitch
the ball.
a little bit low, ball 1.
1-0.
That clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Line drive, Rocchio. They take the force out. That ends the inning. One left for San Francisco, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Back here at Oracle Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Manzardo. Ray back to work. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
1-0.
Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Jelly getting loose as well.
Two one.
Just
Ball,
missed.
that's high.
That
Strike
one finds
2.
the zone. 3 balls, 2
Full
strikes.
count.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Yastrzemski brings it in with a nice running grab.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Ramirez
Nope,
in the box
ball.
for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Line drive, base hit, right field.
Couple of hits in a row for him here.
Now
Really
batting,
stayed inside
first
that
baseman,
baseball to send it
Carlos
to the
Santana.
opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if you'll take it.
Go ahead run on base. Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Ramirez leads off first with 1 away. Here goes the runner. Pitch is
That's the
high.
ball.
Throw
No,
there.
he beat it.
Safe.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
1 out and a runner at second. That's a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And a ball
2-2.
evens the count. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Ray checks the runner.
No,
Ramirez
safe.
back on a dive.
Counts full.
Lane Thomas in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Out towards right center field. Lee gets under it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Bob Melvin hands the baseball over. That'll do it for Robbie Ray. And a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game. New arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm
Giants.
for the Giants, Sean
Number
Shelley.
64.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Lane Thomas digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
The 1-0. That's out to center field. Lee settles underneath it, makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Guardians. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames.
Let's go, Giants.
The shortstop
Nope,
takes the ball. Action in the pen down there. Paul Sewald up and throwing. Heron also throwing. And the 1-0. Ground ball up the middle. And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for
Now
him.
batting,
He looks
the
locked in.
designated
Timing on
hitter,
the swing was good.
Rafael
Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't
Devers.
square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Man aboard, and here is Devers. And the
One
first
ball,
pitch
no
misses
strike.
for ball 1. Fastball
That's
is
the ball.
outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Slade Ciccone won't go any further tonight, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for
Pitching
Cleveland.
change here, Paul
Number
Sewald.
34, Paul Sewald.
Now Matt Chapman at
Now
the plate.
batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Need a base hit here.
swings through that.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Fought off foul. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone.
Now
We're
that's
seeing more
first baseman,
fastballs in that
Lamont
location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes,
Jr.
have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Now here is Tyler Fitzgerald. Off the mark there.
That's a ball.
And it's 1-0.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball
1-0.
and he spits on that one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Angel Martinez. Liner snagged at first.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost
Now
becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of
Noel.
those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Kenzie Noel getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
There's a swing and a drive. Bangs off the wall.
Now batting, catcher.
Now Bo
Naylor.
Naylor, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This is smacked left field line, and it stays fair. Coming home. The relay, he'll score easily. It's 3-2.
His confidence level is
next
so
for
high.
Cleveland,
Really nice job of
shortstop,
coming through in a
Ryan
big
Rocchio.
spot.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
1 out, runner at second. Ryan Rocchio, the next to hit. First pitch
Down,
misses.
ball.
Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Now batting, left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. just
No, that's
missed.
low. Ball.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Here's a rocket out to left. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 4-2.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. Guardians 4 and the Giants 2. There's a swing and a miss. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Hunter Gaddis getting loose out there. Smith also getting ready. High fly ball, right field. Noel under this one. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder,
Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in. He's already homered in this game. In for a strike, 0-1. Seawald, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. That one inside,
that's a ball.
1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. The Giants down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Off the mark there, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So 2 down now, and here is Grant McCray. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. That misses. 2 balls and a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and that leaves him with runners at first and third after a tricky play.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now, Willie Adames. That is upstairs for ball one. Two on, two outs. And that one finds its way through. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. It's 4-3.
Comes through with the RBI. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Paul Sewald will depart, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Tim
Cleveland.
Herron will take over here.
Number 29.
And this is an important part of this game.
Herron.
Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
First and second, two outs. Rafael Devers, the next Giant to hit. Bounce to Santana. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Landon Root.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality
Number
pitches out of him
65.
right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Root.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off for
game.
Cleveland.
So in now for
Third
Cleveland,
baseman,
Jose Ramirez. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That's low. That's a ball.
Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Doval getting cranked up as well. Hit in the air, left field. McCray makes a nice running catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Santana, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And there's a ball.
1-2.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's outside. Now 2-2. Swings over the top of that one. Bailey collects, fires to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
At the plate, Lane Thomas.
No, that's
First
down.
pitch
Ball.
doesn't find the zone. Right side. And foul ball. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing across here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Guardians 4 and the Giants 3. And we're back.
Leading
Here's
off
Matt
for
Chapman.
the Giants, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Just
No,
missed.
ball.
And that one
2-0.
upstairs. There's the strike, and a count 2-1. That one almost
3-1.
got him. And the tying
Ball four,
run
runner
is
take a
on
base.
base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first
Up
base
next
with
for
a
the
quick free
Giants.
pass.
First
No
baseman,
outs. Runner at first. Lamont Wade Jr., the next Giant to hit. And that is out of play. Hit on the ground might be 2. Santana to second, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first
Up
baseman
next
has
for
to
the
get
Giants.
inside, create a throwing
Second
lane to hit that
baseman,
middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there
Fitzgerald.
completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So digging in, Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Outside, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Here's a 1-1. That one
Ball.
missed. This one in the air, center field. Thomas settles underneath it, hauls it in to end the inning. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. We look ahead to inning number 8. Guardians 4 and the Giants 3.
Now pitching for
Now
the
here's
Giants,
Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
number 71, Tyler Rogers.
Well, 1-run game. Stepping up for the
Leading off for
Guardians.
Cleveland,
Angel
second baseman,
Martinez.
Angel
0 for
Martinez.
3 in this one. That one's in there. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Next pitch is downstairs. ground ball
And
left
foul.
side, and it goes just foul.
Strike him out.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Punch him out.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
Swings and misses and one down below the zone. Bailey down to first with it. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Now the batter now, John Kenzie Noel. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Fitzgerald on the move, brings it in. 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Adames slings it across, and that is the inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, and it remains a 4-3 game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Hunter Gaddis.
Well, the best relievers
Now
love
pitching
the
for
opportunity
Cleveland.
to come in and protect a tight
Number
lead
33.
late in the ball game. Some of them
Hunter
are just
Gaddis.
wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Here's the
Leon
catcher,
for the
Patrick
Giants.
Bailey.
Catcher Patrick Bailey.
I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page, and that's
the ball.
something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. Looking to get the tying run on base. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The 1-1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That pitch
Ball
just
inside.
misses the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one is lifted in the air. Noel sizes this one up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Giants, right fielder.
And up next for the Giants, Mike Yastrzemski.
Yastrzemski.
Just
Ball.
missed. Holding on
1-0.
to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And fires in a fastball at 95. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
That's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one misses. Full count now.
Definitely
Full
got
count.
the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Got him swinging. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Now batting.
And up next for San Francisco, Grant McCray. 1 for 3. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Foul ball there.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Here's the 0-2.
1-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first. Inning over. Giants down in order. Score holds at 4-3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Camilo Doval.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Camilo Doval.
Well, 1-run game. Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians.
Brian Rocchio.
Doval, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tristan Beck preparing to come on if needed. Pitch misses, and the count even 1-1. Swing and a drive, deep right field, way back there, and it's off the wall, but foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Chapman makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next for Cleveland, left fielder Stephen Kwan.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Let's go, Giants.
Just
missed. That's the ball.
He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the
No
ballpark.
strikes.
But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Hit on the ground to short. Adames whips it across. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Now it's the Guardians DH, Kyle Manzardo. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. Inside, just missed.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And that one
That's the
almost
ball.
hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two outs. Up and
got a full
in,
count.
and the count's full. Jose Ramirez next to bat for Cleveland. And that one is inside, and it's ball four.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very
Now
aggressive
batting,
secondary
third
lead. So
baseman,
ball down the
Jose
line
Ramirez.
or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ramirez
Nope.
in the
Ball.
box here lets that one go for a ball. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Slapped foul. The 1-1
2-1.
in the dirt. That one to first, and that chance handled, and it gets by him, but goes to second with it, and they get the out. Stayed with the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and one man left. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. Guardians 4 and the Giants 3. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Emmanuel Clase. He has a
Now
great
pitching
slider
for
with tons of
Cleveland.
movement.
Number 48, Emmanuel Clase.
So digging in,
Leading off
Jung-Hoo
for
Lee.
the Giants.
What are you looking to
Center
do in
fielder,
these spots? You're
Jung-Hoo
down a run. You're
Lee.
leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with one swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat. Ultimately, however he can, get to first base.
One-run game, bottom nine.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit.
Just a clutch
Now
at bat
batting,
right there.
the
Big time
shortstop,
swing when this team really
Willie
needed it.
Adames.
Kind of just punched it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
No outs, runner at first. And digging in for San Francisco, Willie Adames. Right through there for a strike. Here's the pitch to Adames. That one found hard the other way. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Good job to fight that one off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Battling here as he fouls it away. Jet swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. Just
Nope, that's
missed.
outside. Ball.
A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out.
Hit.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. And here
Now
is
batting, third
Matt
baseman,
Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
That one's in there, 0-1.
Typically, the
No
outfield
ball,
defense will
strike.
play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Ball.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Chapman gets a piece there. Clase is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
And the final score here,